Hey guys, Tara here. Welcome back to the GT Online Racing video. As you can see by the title and thumbnail, this race I think is one of the best races of all time that I've shown on this channel. It being the first race today. And we get a good start though from about 7th or 8th up into 3rd, so once again getting our traditional lightning starts. We've got Osiris the T20, so we've got all the main supercars here going for a victory at this early stage in the race. And then coming up now through this high speed left-hander, going a bit of a break in there, but the Osiris runs out way very wide there. Actually, there's a bit of runoff there that they can use, so actually that black Osiris I think may have done the same thing as well, so you can definitely carry a lot more speed through there, so I'll definitely remember that for the next lap. But I've chosen the Zentorno because you can get a lot of acceleration in this, well I found that I can in mine anyway. And again for the coastline, so keeping up with the Osiris in front pretty well. When they're braking out for this head and getting a bit of a slide on there, because the Zentorno isn't the easiest car under braking in the world. That brings that T20 behind us right back into play. Now going for the codes that we can find out, just trying to gain all the time that we can, because any bit of speed, any bit of time that you can gain at the end of the race could prove crucial, because that green Osiris out in front is actually pulling away a little bit now, so we're going side by side now with the black Osiris now trying to get back out into the play. We do right on the outside, and keep momentum there, fully committed there. Now going for all the codes now, just trying to gain all the pace that we can, and that Osiris pulls us back side by side with us, we just get the acceleration and get the momentum. Now into this right hander, get a nice line on the inside there, so we do. Like green Osiris there gets a bit of a good line as well, and that black one even gets an even better line than what we did. Don't know why they did to get a mega run out of that corner there. Now we've dropped back down into P3 now with that with the yellow T20 right behind us. But look at the mini map already. We're the breakaway group. We're the ones already. I think the win's already between us four. It's not even been the first lap of the race yet. So we drop down into P4. Like we're down to P3 going side by side now with this yellow T20 up in front of us. They're going down the side of the highway. Now we're going straight back up the other side. Okay, that actually makes it an interesting corner. This head getting a little bit of a wiggle on there once again, so just not being the best on the braking in the world. That's just cost us time there too. The T20 we actually got a mega run. We're now into 2nd place, but we are gaining back on the two cars in front of us already. And of course, the more all of this battle, despite it being a non-contact race, the focus turns to the car that's around you. So all the cars, us battling is just going to allow that green Osiris in the lead to pull away. We're going to go a bit wider, just managed to actually fit under the bridge there, because there's a bit of a stun prop sticking out. So I think it's a good job that did choose a Zentorno that actually fits underneath. So that's pretty much how committed you have to be in the race. Just you have to floor it around every single corner, carry as much speed as you can. And coming into the left-hander, we run out very wide this time. The Osiris in front of us takes it to the extreme. That yellow T20 didn't go for that line there once again, and they drop back down into P4. We go up now into P3. And now then we're gaining on that side. As soon as I said, we're getting some mega acceleration here from the Zentorno. We're getting all over the back now of the Osiris in front of us. And I'm still gaining on them now. Getting a mega run around that corner. Going to be side by side with them once again. And then we can just try and take the fight now to the green one. If we just try and make the move past them. This is where we gained on the Osiris last time. They're trying to keep fully committed here, but they do the same thing this time. We're going for the Kobe's lines. They're trying to gain all the speed that we can. Go to the middle, but now we're hitting to the side. It's going to kill the momentum completely. They've lost so much time there from that. We drop back down now into P4. That T20 out of nowhere is going straight back past us. Now we're going to get an okay shine out that corner once again. So honestly, that corner there is my Achilles heel on this circuit. I just can't get a good run out of there. Then again, coming into the hairpin coming up wasn't the best last time either. And we drop it down to P4, so it's pretty much an even gap between us. Honestly, us three cars I think are just so evenly matched, and then the Osiris out in front, I think we're pretty even to him as well, but he just has got too much pace, too much consistency it seems, to keep out in the lead. And just trying for the codes now, just trying to find a line that we can. Actually, no, where the green Osiris there, where did they come from? They made a mistake there, they dropped down to P3, so that yellow T20 was going from 4th to 1st in about 30 seconds there. It was proven that this is one of the closest battles I think I've ever shown on this channel. I think, honestly, that thing will ever happen. And the final lap now of the race running out a little bit wide there. If we turn one, we just missed the barrier that could have hit that would have been race over, because you know if you hit then, you end up flying to Mars. And we've got like 3-way fight for lead. You've got the two Osirises. And that T20, I think they're going like pretty much 3 wide there up in front. And they're coming into the standing, you need to carry all the speed that we can. Carrying the momentum, yes we do run out very wide. They use all the track and then some as well, exceeding the track limits. But like I said, in GTA there's no rules, you can go whatever you want to try and take the victory. And we're getting back now in this T20, which hasn't got the best run through that corner once again. We try and use the acceleration now of the Zentorno to try and come back at them now. And we're pretty much going side by side, no enough with them. And on this side we get okay trying through that break. I mean, I think that's the best who actually took that corner already. So definitely getting better now on this final lap, despite this being the fastest lap I think I've ever done. Just how intense this lap actually was when I was actually doing the actual race live. And the Osiris runners actually get a really poor run. Now we get back now into the podium positions. That's Osiris there once again. I don't know why they just can't get a good run through that section of the lap. And they're going through the Kobe's now, trying to stick over that side this time. Don't want to lose time hitting onto that sign there once again. Osiris there in T20 just has the legs and straight line speed, I think. And running out a little bit wider to get hit into the wall. I mean, you actually gain time on the full ones through that corner. They're still gaining on them now using the acceleration, using the curb boost, little bumps and the rotor advantage. Trying to take a nice one there here, there's Zentorno, which you do get a nice one there to the inside. That's going to be side by side image. They just put up the legs on us once again, so the longer the straights are, the more the advantage comes back to the T20. We get a nice run though out that left-hander. I'm going to pull side by side with them now. The second place in the race, we make the move past them. As we do now, coming up now into this hairpin now for the final time, trying to get a nice line around here, slowing the footage cuts a little bit. We're coming up to the finish line, it's just going to be a P3 finish there. Fortunately, the footage looks good, that's what P12 loves to do. Let's just take a quick look there at the standings. We finished in P3, the fastest lap. If you look at the fastest lap between first, Zerval and me in third, our fastest laps are basically the same, so it just proves how even our lap times are. And if we could just keep up the consistency, then we definitely had a shot to win that race. But a four-way fight for the win. Also, I think that from a racing perspective, that has to be one of the best races I think that has honestly ever happened there. And Zerval there, honestly, is the deserving winner in the end because he had the overall consistency and just about the pace as well. Coming on to the second race now, on 8-figure bonus in the Massacro, because this is the fastest car that I have in a straight line. Well, it's not, because I've got the shafted V12, but that's terrible around the corner, so I don't exactly want to use that. So I imagine there will be a few Parais in this race, because there's always Parais in the race, just like there's always Wagners in the supercar races. We're good up now actually into P5, so we had a good start before we started, because we always our low grid starts. We always managed to make a good start out of it. Actually still there in P5, trying to gain on the car. I think the car is actually a Pariah, so we're gaining on there, that's an achievement actually. Although we come to straight, they just put the legs on us, and now actually we've got a Jester coming up behind us now. Going to this right, and then we get a bit while they just managed to avoid the pole. That's really not the best line there in the world to take to try and actually gain momentum. We drop it down into P7 from that though. We're trying, because the further the straights go on, pretty much like the T20 from the last race, the further the straights go on, the more time we'll gain. Jester just slams into a tree, they couldn't make the mile whether to go left or right, and just went straight on into it. So that's up now into P6, so we still think we can get a top 5 from this race. Kafrutha runs out a bit wide. Let's go now into P4, let's go upside down, you're into P3. How did you get to P3? We made up 4 positions, actually, there's a guy under the car there. We're into P2. We've just gained, what, 5 places from doing absolutely nothing and just staying on the road. I mean, I'm not going to complain about gaining 5 places. Consistency is key. I'm sure I've said that before in quite a few other videos, but consistency over raw pace is what you need, is keeping these races. So up into second place. I guess in the leader is the Pariah because they've got an absolute gap to us already. Let's say the ones that in the lead. Now getting through the side again. Okay, trying through there once again. A bit of a slide there on the exit, so that corner I don't really know why I can't do it really. I mean this is back a few years ago now, back when sweaty racing was the thing to do. I mean I put so many laps in on this race. Back when I was in a previous racing crew for unit, I can't remember what it was called. Exactly, it doesn't exist anymore. And I would put in so many laps in the T20, hot lapping the circuit, to try and get an under a 51-second lap. And I got a 52.052 as my best lap. That triggered me so much I couldn't get it at the time. Then my lap time there was quite a bit slower than my 52-second lap time it would be anyway, since I'm in the Massacro. But somehow we're still actually on the podium position, so our consistency over the outright pace of all the cars seems to be doing us fairly well so far. You get a nice one there through that corner, so I'm getting the hang of that corner once again, because I used to just jump over the grass verge in the middle, which really just screwed me over near enough every time. Coming through the station, it's pretty much just in the no man's land of our own. But I think there's been a change for the leader now. Why they missed the corner completely there? I think that Jester just sliding into the DMs there, just sliding in through the corner. Which you drop down now into P5 though, trying to get all the momentum that we can. Actually, we drop down into P6. How are we down in P6? I was just pushing to their course a little bit. We're back up now into P5 though, so that's the main thing now. Going on to lap 4 or 5. There's still 2 laps to go, so there's still plenty of time for things to happen in this race. There's plenty of time to try and gain back now onto our podium position. Actually, they've had their best of GTS, but they're just lapping it, so... So we've seen best of GTS for position a while ago, and it was a white one as well, so it might well actually be the same car as what was the previous one was. And so we're trying to gain momentum, trying to use the straight line speed of the Massacro to advantage, just trying to gain any time that we can. On the Kaiser now going into this right-hander, trying to get a nice time for this time. Yes, we do actually manage to get it near enough correct that time, so it's still not carrying the best pace in the world through that corner, but at least we're better than what we did on the previous lap. I was coming through this section, so actually, we're up into the podium positions. I just realised, how are we in third once again? Where did the other cars go? Did they miss the checkpoint or something? Because I don't know where they've gone. Unless they hit the bridge and flew off it or something. But somehow we're actually up into the P3. Okay, I'm not paying if any way we can get the podium position back, that's perfectly fine by me. They're coming on now onto the final lap of the race, so actually, we're up into second place. Where are these cars going? Are they just like despawning, just going back into the 4th dimension or something. I don't know where they've gone, but if it carries on like this, then we actually might end up with leading this race by the end of it if the leader just completely disappears out of existence as well. So I think the leading car is actually the Pariah, so it's going to take a lot for us to actually catch them, but still, if they disappear out of existence, then that might actually happen. And now then, in OK chance they're going to take out the lamppost, so means that's probably the best line we've actually took through there for not losing time-wise. We didn't get a slide at that time, that pole was only small, so it doesn't cost too much time. And then coming now into the final sector of the lap, getting nice from there through the trees. If you're driving through cheese, then there's definitely something wrong. Now then, coming up now through the final few corners, is that the leading runners? No, it's just a back marker. Now then, as the lead actually comes to finish. Actually, here comes P3. It can be dragged right now to the finish line. It's going to be a photo finish. I don't know who's actually got second place. I know we're on the podium, but which of us two? It's definitely not this guy. And we just managed to hold on there to second place from Steppenwolf. So GG to them for giving me a run up to the finish line. Look at that. 600ths behind me in the end. And the leader actually wasn't in a Pariah, it was another Jester race car. And the Pariah is actually quit down in 13th. So yeah, so the Pariah definitely wasn't the way to go in the end. So once again, just proving you don't need a Pariah to win a race. What you need is a Jester race car and you need to be Skyrider 313. Anyway, remember to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you're new and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And remember to check out my Discord server, which will be linked down in the description below, along with my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. So definitely go and follow me and all of them as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.